Hi guys, today I want to talk about a very important part of playing piano, that is mastering your skills. Why is this important? Because when you know your scales well, you can improvise in any song as long as you know the key of that song. So today video will go through all of the scales in popular music. This video will be split into two parts. The first part is the major scales, and the second part will be all the minor scales. We'll go through all the major scales from zero flat, zero sharp until six flat and six sharps. Um, if you don't know the order of the sharp and flats, I think you can Google it because they always appear the same. For example, if it's two sharp, then you always know that it's a F sharp and a C sharp. So you can Google the order that the sharps appears and the orders that flat appear. I will not talk about that in this video because that is very basic knowledge. Okay, so here we go. We'll go through all of the scales, the key, and okay, so here we go. We'll go through all the scales of all the keys, all the flats, and all the sharps. First is the no sharp and no flat, which is a C major. So basically, C major you don't have any sharp and so basically C major you don't have any sharp and flat. So just play all the white keys. And the fingering position is 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 and repeat. So try to practice each hand 3 octaves. Try to practice like this. So try to practice each hand at least 2 octaves. Left hand. Left hand must be opposite. As you can see, this is 5 4 3 2 1 and 3 2 1 4 3 2 1 3 2 1. So two hands together. You have to practice going up and going down is the same. Is the same fingers numbers. Okay, so basically, many of the keys will use this number 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. As long as you can remember the notes that that is sharp or flat, depending on the key. Okay, so we'll talk about one sharp. One sharp is G major. How do I know one sharp is G major? I will talk about establishing chord based on keys. Based on key signatures. In another video, I will talk about basic chords. How can you create chord from basic notes and also advanced chords. So that video will deal a lot with chords later, but for now I will just say the key signature and the corresponding chord. One sharp is G major. Sorry. Okay, one sharp is G major. Basically, it's the same. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. At least 2 octaves. Why? Because when you improvise, you usually you will need at least 3 octaves to run through all the scales. I will demonstrate that later at the end of the video. Again, then the left hand. And both hands. You can practice slow at first, to get used to the remembering all of the sharp and the flat and get used to the fingering. But later on, you need to speed up so that in some fast song you can improvise on the scales with a very fast speed. Okay, I'll go through quickly all the keys now. D major is the same finger. D major have two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Okay, so you can practice separate hand and both together. Three sharps. So F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. It's A major. The finger of the numbers finger is the same. Okay, 4 sharp is E major, and it's the same number. E sharp is the key signature of E sharp is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. So you have to play all of the sharp notes when you get to them. Okay, next is 5 sharps. 5 sharp is the key of B. 5 sharp is the key of B. So 5 sharp, on the right hand is still the same. Okay, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. So you have 5 notes of sharps. But the left hand has a small change. Instead of going 5, because if you go 5, you will be stuck here. The principle of playing scale is that the thumb you cannot at all times the thumb cannot get to the black notes. If the thumb gets to the black note, you will be stuck there because it's very hard to move around when the thumb is on the black notes. So we have to adjust. On the B chord, you have to start with the 4th finger, and then the thumb will meet the E note, and we can move on. Okay, 4 3 2 1, 4 3 2 1, 3 2 1. Sorry, 1 4 3 2 1. Remember, B major, the left hand will start on the 4th finger. Two hands together. Have to practice separate hand at slow speed, and then together at slow speed, and then later on you can speed it up. The next scale is a the next scale is the 6 sharps. What chord is it? 6 sharp is C sharp major. So this chord, the left hand and the right hand number is changed totally. So on the right hand, you will start on number 2, 2 3 1, and then continue again. And then you can do it 2 octaves. It should end at number 2. On the left hand, you will go with number 3. The point is that we always have to keep the thumb out of the black notes. It cannot reach, because if you use number 4, the thumb will get to the black note and it got stuck. The hand got stuck there. If you not use number 2, the same. Number 5 is the same. So there's only one choice left. We have to use number 3 on the left hand. So 3 2 1 4 3 2 1, and repeat 3 2 1 4 3 2 1. It ends on the 2nd finger as well. fourth hand slowly. Okay. 7 sharp. 7 sharp is F sharp major. But we will not learn F sharp major because why? Because F sharp major is equivalent to G flat, and that is 5 flat in the flat scales. So it will be easier for you to remember 5 flat rather than 7 sharps. So usually the 7 sharp you don't have to know, you don't have to practice because it basically a G flat major. So now we'll move to the flat scales, and 1 flat is F major. The finger number is 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, the same. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, and then repeats. And it ends on the number 4. I'm sorry. On the left hand, you start on the 5th finger. You can play 3 octaves, but at least practice 2 octaves. Okay, 2 flat. This is quite a hard chord. On the right hand, you have to start on number 2. 2 flat, you will have B flat, B flat, and E flat. So the finger is number 2 and then number 1. On the left hand, you will start on number 3. Basically, because of the principle that we couldn't have any left hand thumb or right hand thumb on the black key, so we have to adjust somehow that it will not land it there. So we have to play on the 3rd finger. So 3 2 1 4 3 2 1 3 2 1 4 3 2 1. Okay. So 3 2 1 4 3 2 1. Slowly together. Okay, so 3 flats. 3 flat is B flat. On the right hand, you start with number 2. Okay, and on the left hand, you will start with number 3. Okay, you can practice 2 hands at home. 4 flat will be A major. Number 2 also, but now it's 2 3 1. On the left hand is 3 2 1, the same. 3 2 1 4 3 2 1. Okay, so now it's 5 flat. 5 flat is D flat. So we have B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. So the right hand will start on number 2 3 1. 2 3 1, 2 3 4, and 1. So it repeats. The left hand, it starts on number 3 2 1. Two hands together. guys try to practice at least 2 octaves or 3 octaves if that's possible. Next is C flat. C flat will deal with a G flat major. So on the right hand, we'll start on 2 3 1, and then 2 3 1 again. 2 3. I'm sorry. 2 3 4 1 2 3 1. And on the right hand, we'll start on the number 4. Sorry, I'm on. And on the left hand, we'll start with number 4. And the 7th flat is C flat major. This is C major. C flat major is actually B. C flat major is actually B. So it is equivalent to the B. So it basically the same. And that's why when I talk about scales, I always stop at 6 sharps and 6 flat, because 7 flat and 7 sharp is equivalent to 5 sharps and 5 flat on the opposite. So you only need to know from 0 flat, 0 sharp until 6 sharp and 6 flat, and that is it. So okay, why do you need to know all of the scales? For example, I took for a D major song. If you don't know the scale, then you will not be able to improvise the scale. Let's see. Let's take the Only Love song. For example, I just improvise, and if you don't know the scale, you cannot improvise on that song. So that's why we have to know the scales very well to improvise, and to not be afraid of running through the wrong notes. Because if you are sure with your scale, then you will never be afraid of running through the wrong note on the keys. Doesn't matter if what chord you are playing, as long as it's in the same key. Knowing the scale will make you improvise. Never got wrong, and you will never get wrong. Okay, so that's for the major scale now. Tomorrow I will do the video about the minor scales, and we'll be uploading in the next few days. And minor scale, they have more. Major scale only have 1 scale, but minor scale have 2 scales. So please like it if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys in the next tutorial video.